So let's see today's important news. Our External Affairs Minister Jaishankar and American Secretary of State Marco Rubio meet amid trade visa tensions. India's External Affairs Minister Jaishankar met with US Secretary of State Marco Rubio in an apparent bid by both sides to repair relations ruptured by a number of American sanctions, including 50% tariffs on Indian goods and an increase in H-1B visa fees. The talks on the sidelines of 80th UNGA, United Nations General Assembly Summit, came even as India and American trade negotiators prepared for their next round of talks. So, there are two important things between India and America which ruptured the relations. One is tariffs, second is the recent H-1B visa, $1 lakh fee issue. Both the issues are very critical and crucial in India-America relations. Next important news coming up. A Supreme Court judge voiced his exasperation at the increasing use of criminal defamation law by private individuals and political parties to get even, highlighting the need to decriminalize slur. I think time have come to decriminalize this. See, defamation means it can be oral or it can be in the published form. Defaming means trying to tarnish the reputation of others. Defaming, what you are defaming me means trying to tarnish the reputation of others. Sometimes with false allegations and false things, criminal defamation cases are being filed. So judges are telling that it's a time to decriminalize defamation, and defamation suits or cases should be civil cases, not criminal cases. But according to our penal laws, according to IPC, previous IPC, now BNS, defamation is a not only a civil wrong but also a crime in India. Okay. So remember defamation. Defamation means you are trying to tarnish the reputation of the other person. It's called defamation. Even without evidence and even without proper defamatory remarks, sometimes defamation suits will be filed. And next important news, in Vijayawada, Dasara Utsav is being celebrated, Vijayawada Utsav, and it is lot of gala and gaiety. The Dasara Utsav, Vijayawada Utsav started. Not only in Vijayawada, the Navaratri festival is very famous in Calcutta, and also in Mysore, Dasara festival is very, very famous. Even in Mysore, the traditional Vadayar kingdom, the kings, erstwhile kings, they will celebrate with lot of festival fervor in Mysore, in Karnataka, Dasara Utsav. Next important news that is coming up is Buddha's holy relics to be displayed in Russia's Kalmykia for the first time. The sacred relics of Buddha from the National Museum, New Delhi, will be taken to Russia's Kalmykia Republic for the first time to be enshrined and venerated at the Third International Buddhist Forum in Elista. Third International Buddhist Forum in Elista. For the first time in Russia, Buddhist holy relics are being displayed in the place called Kalmykia. Next important news that is coming up. Donald Trump designates Antifa as domestic terrorist organization following Charlie Kirk killing. American President Donald Trump signed an order designating the left-wing Antifa movement, that is anti-fascist movement, as a domestic terrorist organization. And Antifa is a short word for anti-fascism, used to describe to diffuse far left groups. So this is Antifa movement. Donald Trump have said it's a domestic terrorist organization. Antifa movement is a domestic terrorist movement. And next important news that's coming up. Red-necked phalarope, a rare species, has been spotted at Nanjarayan Bird Sanctuary for the first time. So Nanjarayan Bird Sanctuary is very close to Tirupur. It's very close to Tirupur. And most importantly, the red-necked phalarope is a small wader known for its distinctive red neck and spinning feeding technique. It breeds in the Arctic and migrates south during winter to the southeastern countries. The bird feeds on a tiny planktonic invertebrates found in the water. So, red-necked phalarope, Phalarope. Read about red-necked phalarope, which is being found recently. India-Brazil launched Maitri 2.0 to boost agri-innovation and strengthen bilateral cooperation. The Indian Council of Agricultural Research launched the second edition of Brazil-India cross incubation program in Agritech in New Delhi. So it aimed to provide boost innovation and also collaboration between India and Brazilian agri-tech ecosystems. India and Brazil agri-tech ecosystems. Switzerland's Gries Glacier melting at an alarming pace. GRIES. Switzerland's 5.4-kilometer long Gries Glacier, a focal point for research, is retreating at an alarming rate. So, yeah, as you all know, many glaciers are being melted due to climate change. So, melting of glaciers is an important topic which you need to understand. This is a dying glacier. Switzerland's Gries Glacier is a dying glacier. Between the year 2000 and 2023, the glacier in the southern canyons of Switzerland reduced by 800 meters in length. Okay, reduced by 800 meters in length. Today, it is 3.2 kilometers shorter than which it has been in 1880 with an average ice thickness of 57 meters. So, Gries Glacier in Switzerland is being melted at a rapid speed due to climate change. And Election Commission of India delists 474 unrecognized political parties in India. The Election Commission of India has recently delisted 474 registered unrecognized political parties for failing to contest elections over the last 6 years. This action is a part of larger ongoing effort to streamline the political landscape and maintain the integrity of electoral system. In the past 2 months alone, a total of 808 unrecognized political parties have been removed, reducing the number of such parties to 2046. So, you should also know how a party will be recognized as a national party, how a political party will be recognized as a regional party.